Hey girl, welcome back to the Florist Podcast where femininity is sacred, boundaries are blessed, and confusion, she's not invited. So today's episode is for the girl who's been talking, texting, waiting, and wondering, what are we? Sis, if you have to ask, you already know. Today's topic, avoiding situationships. Yes, we're diving into the messy garden of half-baked relationships that start with hey big head and end with what are we? Let's read them out. Let's keep it 100, sis. A situationship is basically a relationship that forgot to define itself. No title, no clarity, just vibes, confusion, and maybe a little kissing. And somehow your heart ends up doing the most for someone doing the least. Have you ever been there? You start out chilling, but suddenly you're catching feelings, checking his stories, doing wifey things for a man who hasn't even updated your contact name from iOS friend to queen of his life. No ma'am, we're not glorified options. We're God's daughters, not backup plans. Say this with me. I deserve clarity, not confusion. I will not bond over brokenness or settle in silence. I am the prize. I don't audition for what's already mine. Good. So let me paint the picture. You talk every day, you're always vibing, but he's never said the words girlfriend, intentions, or future. And when you ask what you are, he hits you with, I'm just going with the flow. Or, let's see where things take us. And you're smiling. Girl, see Heartbreak Hotel. You're a whole covenant in the making, not some emotionally unavailable man's convenience. Let me ask you, are you holding on to what could be because you're afraid of being alone? If he never changes, would you still want this? Here's the thing. Situationships thrive in ambiguity, blurred lines. They feast on silence. They grow in the gap between your standards and your fears. Listen to me. You don't need another vibe. You need vision. You need someone who's sure. Someone who says, you're mine. I've prayed for this. Let's build. Are you confusing chemistry with calling? Wait, what part of you believes that breadcrumbs are better than being fully chosen? Because God will never send you someone who keeps you anxious, guessing, or doubting your worth. Let's anchor this. For God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. If confusion is the fruit, then God is not the root. And it also says, wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. Do not awaken love until the time is right. If God hasn't confirmed it, don't force it. Because if he wanted to, he would, sis. If he knew what he had, he would secure it. You don't have to chase, beg, or bargain for a man who sees you as a blessing. Don't settle for access when God has ordained commitment. Stop giving access to random people who just come in and waste your time. You're not a maybe. You're a yes. You're not waiting to be picked. You're already chosen by the King of Kings. So let go of that situationship and make room for God-ordained partnership. So, if this hit home, I hope it made you block somebody, or at least reread that text with fresh eyes. Share this with your girls who've been stuck in 4-month talking stages, and tag the Florist Podcast when you post your floral affirmation. Oh, and sis, if he texts you after this episode, just send him the link. You deserve love that's clear, consistent, and covered in prayer. This is the Florist Podcast. See you next time. Bye.